Today we're going to set up a PCA of Dilaudid. So we gather all of our equipment. We need our PCA, we need our medication, our tubing, and the key to lock the cabinet. So first we're going to open up the tubing. And this little ear, this we call a Mickey Mouse ear, you're going to take this off, and all you do is twist it and it comes off. That needs to be done before you spike the bag. So you get your Dilaudid medication, okay, and open it up, and you're going to spike the bag. Alright, then we can place it here in the box. We're going to then place the tubing correctly in the PCA, where we have a yellow arrow here and we have a blue arrow here. So we have the yellow part of the PCA tubing. The yellow goes in there. The blue will fit into that part there. And the tubing will come in front of this little lever here. To close it, push it down, and then snap it. Place it in the box. The extra tubing inside the box. Close it. Lock it so it's not going to open. Then you're going to push the on button. Okay, when it comes to this screen, you're going to hit the yes or enter button. And we have our orders. The orders read 1 meal every 6 minutes for a lockout of 10 meals per hour. All right, so we're going to hit the arrow to come down because we are going to set up for a new PCA program. So we hit the arrow down. Then we hit yes. We do want it to be a new program, so we hit yes. And erase the previous prescription, yes. All right, we'll leave it unidentified, and our concentration is going to be 0.2 milligrams per mil in the bag, and the bag is a 100 cc bag. So the units is correct, it's mils. We'll be administering the PCA via mils, and it is IV. And there is no loading dose. So we'll just continue to hit yes all the way through. So this is where we put in the bag volume, which is 100 cc's. Yes. There's no basal rate. The patient bolus will be 1 mil, so you have 1 and yes or enter. They can have it every 6 minutes, 6 and enter, with a lockout of 10 boluses per hour. Yes. Done, yes. So now we will prime the tubing. So we will push the prime button here, the bottom corner. And you hold the prime button down until the tubing is completely primed. Which will be approximately somewhere between 3 and 4 mils. Okay, it's at the end of the tubing. It was 3.2. So we want to exit, yes, and we want another nurse to verify all the information. So we will get a second nurse to come and verify. And what we do is we hit no to review. And we will go through all this information that we just programmed with another nurse to verify. So we will go through it all. And all we have to do is hit the yes button. So the prime is 3.2, which you will have to remember that amount because we have to put in the computer. And the patient bolus is 1 ml every 6 minutes for a lockout of 10 boluses an hour. Done, yes. Okay, then we will hook the end of the tubing to the patient, which will be the closest port to the IV, and then you will hit the run button. We will then instruct the patient on how to use the button. So once this is hooked up to the patient's awake and alert, we will verbalize to the patient that they can push this button for their pain medication. And if they're hurting at the moment, they can go ahead and press it so they can hear the different beeps. So we will say that this is hooked up to the patient and the patient is in pain and they need to push the button. So they will push the button. Hear 2 beeps. That means they're receiving the medication. If they push the button again, say they were going to push it right now, they would hear 1 beep. 1 beep, that means it's not enough time in between each bolus, so they will not receive the medication. Instruct the patient that only the patient is to push the button. Family members are not to push the button. Also, with programming the PCA, if there is a code that is asked to enter into the PCA machine, that code is 94629, which is the zip code for the company. It's on the back of the PCA. Some PCAs require this number and some don't. So if you ever get that number that you have to enter, it is 94629. And that's how you set up a PCA of Dilaudid.